It was a bitterly cold winter's day when Max ventured too far onto the frozen lake. He was chasing after a stick his owner had thrown, his paws light on the ice as he raced ahead. But the ice was thinner than he realized. With a sudden crack, the ground gave way beneath him, and he plunged into the icy water below. Max struggled, his legs flailing, trying to find something solid to cling to, but the water was too deep and the current too strong. His coat weighed him down, and the cold began to numb his body. His barks were weak, almost drowned out by the wind, and he couldn't swim much longer. As minutes turned into what felt like hours, Max's hope faded. His eyes grew heavy, his body shaking with cold, and his breaths grew shallow. He thought of his owners, his family, of the warmth he would never feel again. He closed his eyes, ready to let go. Then, just as the last shred of hope seemed to disappear, a voice broke through the howling wind. "Do you hear that?" Ellen paused, tugging on her husband's arm. They had been out for their usual winter walk hand in hand when she had heard the faintest sound, a soft whine carried by the wind. It wasn't a bird or a fox, it was something else, something desperate. "Max!" she cried, her heart leaping into her throat. The couple ran toward the sound, their boots crunching in the snow. As they neared the frozen lake, they spotted him. Max, struggling, his body barely visible above the dark water. Ellen's breath caught in her chest. "We have to help him," she said, her voice shaking with panic. Mark immediately sprang into action. "Stay back," he told her. "I'll try to reach him." With no time to lose, he found a long branch near the shore and carefully inched toward the lake. The ice creaked under his weight, threatening to break, but he focused only on the dog. Ellen, her hands pressed to her mouth, watched helplessly as Mark reached the edge of the ice. Max heard the familiar voice and stirred, his weak tail wagging faintly, as if he recognized the hope in it. Mark extended the branch toward him, and after a few moments of frantic thrashing, Max managed to latch on together. With Mark pulling and Ellen calling words of encouragement, they managed to drag the exhausted dog out of the freezing water. The ice groaned beneath them as they worked, but at last, Max was on solid ground again, cold, wet, and shivering, but alive. If you liked the video, put like and subscribe to the channel, where you will find a lot of interesting things.